The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
The tight end in motion right. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Willis to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Willis.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Willis.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Taking it about the 16.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. If you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big gain that time for the Chargers. And even 40 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking the secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Stewart to throw it. And Gates has got it. And the Chargers' all-time touchdown leader has another one. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down.
To throw, here's Willis.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A handoff for Warren. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, here's Willis. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Willis to the sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Willis to throw. That is caught by Vele. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Willis to throw on 2nd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the first down.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On the give, it's Warren. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Willis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. On the run, it's Warren. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Deion Sanders disrupting things on the defensive side.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Willis will look to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Perry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. This is Perry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now, Stewart.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They run with Perry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call,
but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Second down throw coming by Willis. That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Willis looks to pass it here.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, here's Willis.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Second and a couple. Now Willis. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody. teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. Here's Smith to return it.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Right to the air is Willis.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Emmett. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Third down, it's Willis.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to fourth down.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick. And you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
And he fields it cleanly. Pushing through tacklers at the 30.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special. And that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown. touchdown, Chargers. Cole Kmet, 48 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here's Smith now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. Again, it's Smith. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Willis. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Stewart sets to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've always got to remember that once the ball's in the air, the defender has every right to go after it that a receiver does. And that was a battle for positioning on that play. And in the end, he's able to force the incomplete pass.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stewart. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Cole Kmet. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. And the Ravens taking the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Willis. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. 2nd down, here's Willis. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And some strong running. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Willis looking to throw it.
He finds Smith out of the backfield. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Willis. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Operating from the gun. Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Perry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Perry takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. 1st down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Perry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Here's Smith now to return. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They go play action with Willis.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there, too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go the full 99 yards. So to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Operating from the gun. Willis into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So now on comes the field goal unit here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Ravens ready to take over.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Willis to try again after the pick six.
That's complete to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Willis, a short one there to Freiermuth.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Boy, so what else could go wrong for him here? It's an illegal touching penalty on the outside.
Yeah, Brandon, that really wasn't a very disciplined play, was it? Because you got to know where you are on the field. You can't get that close to the sideline, because if you step out of bounds, you can't be the first to re-enter and touch it. That's an easy call for the officials.
Second and 10. Here's Willis.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
One final try for Willis.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, bump a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long from Southern California.